Look around a room of 100 people. Statistically, only 10 of them will reach for a pen with their left hand. Just 10. That number has barely moved in over 5,000 years of recorded history. Ancient cave paintings, medieval manuscripts, Roman pottery, all show the same ratio. 9 right-handed people for every 1 left-handed person. And that stability is strange, because evolution is supposed to erase disadvantages. If being left-handed made survival harder, it should have vanished completely by now. Instead, it never dropped below that 10% line, and it never rose above it either. For decades, scientists assumed left-handedness was simply a random glitch, a coin flip in the womb that occasionally lands the other way. But a stranger explanation has emerged, one that has nothing to do with the hand itself and everything to do with conflict. Researchers studying traditional societies notice something odd. In cultures where physical fighting, dueling, and hand-to-hand combat were common, the rate of left-handedness was higher than average, sometimes twice as high. The reason comes down to surprise. A right-handed fighter spends his entire life training against other right-handed opponents. His instincts, his footwork, his timing, all calibrated for a predictable mirror image of himself. But a left-handed fighter is a foreign pattern. His attacks come from the wrong angle, at the wrong rhythm, and most opponents have almost no practice defending against it. In a fight, that split second of confusion can be the entire difference between winning and losing. This is called the fighting hypothesis, and it explains why left-handedness never disappeared. It was never purely a disadvantage. In direct competition, being rare was the advantage. But here is the twist that keeps the ratio locked at exactly 10% instead of growing higher. The advantage only works because left-handers stay rare. If half the population became left-handed, the surprise would disappear completely, because right-handed fighters would simply grow up training against left-handed opponents just as often as right-handed ones. The rarity is the entire weapon. The moment left-handedness became common, it would stop working. So evolution settled into a strange kind of balance, a hidden tug-of-war between two forces. Common enough to survive generation after generation, but rare enough to keep its element of surprise. Scientists call this frequency-dependent selection, and it shows up in nature far beyond human hands. Certain fish species have left-mouthed and right-mouthed predators that ambush prey from opposite sides, and their numbers stay locked in a similar near 10% split for the exact same reason. But humans add another layer that fish do not have: cooperation. Most of human history was not spent fighting. It was spent farming, building, and passing tools hand to hand. And in a right-handed world, a left-handed person is often working against machinery, scissors, desks, and tools built for the majority. That cooperative disadvantage pushes back against the fighting advantage, and the two forces cancel out at almost exactly the same ratio we see today. 1 in 10. Not 0, because rare hands win fights. Not 50%, because common hands win cooperation. Every left-handed person walking around today is carrying the genetic echo of that ancient standoff, a trait that survived not despite the difficulty it caused, but because of the danger it once posed. Somewhere in your own family tree, a left-handed relative might have owed their life to nothing more than the wrong hand thrown at the right moment.